Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We are now considering a rule on the Armed Services Bill. The rule allows 10 minutes to debate the question of don't ask, don't tell. A question in terms of policy which probably has more far-reaching implications than how many aircraft carriers we have is going to get 10 minutes just before Memorial Day. I think maybe some people in the Rules Department here don't really want to see this fully investigated or discussed. The current rule of don't ask, don't tell says that if you're homosexual and you want to serve in the military, that's fine. But if your behavior disrupts the mission, you can be discharged. The question then becomes, if we repeal don't ask, don't tell, what does that mean? Does that mean that we're going to then protect or condone homosexuality? Does it mean that we're going to have to create separate barracks? How do we deal with sexual harassment? What are the implications on recruiting? What are the implications on morale? What are the implications in terms of small unit cohesion? All of these are big question marks, and there are many more besides. Does this impact, for instance, the different benefits and how benefits are delivered? Well, the military leadership doesn't know the answer to these questions any more than we do. So they have said, please don't do this. Let us have time to take a look at it, see how it affects overall our national security. But we're being asked in a period of 10 minutes that we want to repeal this. And so we're being asked once again to pass legislation when we don't even know what it means. That hasn't worked very well in the past. Now, I have 3 sons, graduates of Naval Academy, all 3 Marine Corps. One survived his experience in Fallujah in '05. And it seems to me that when people are willing to give their lives and their limbs for our country, that is quite a sacred obligation that they have placed in our hands as legislators to be careful how we handle that trust. And so as we consider something that has very far-reaching implications, is this something that we should do lightly and particularly with little respect for them? The military leadership, of course, is opposed to this. They're asking us for time. They're wanting to take a look and see what that means. Are we going to then protect and condone homosexuality in the military? That is a big question, and how does that work out? And is this the way that we show respect for the people who are willing to offer their lives and their limbs for our country? Is this the sort of thing that George Washington or our founders would be proud of that we were doing today in this little quick flash before Memorial Day? And why are we wanting to do this? Well, to tickle the fancies of a very vocal but very small minority for political purposes. I will not betray my children or our armed services people just for mere politics.